All right. Welcome. It is time to play some Dungeons and some Dragons. Our crew of adventurers have decided to challenge a primordial titan, one of the things that were around simply at the founding itself. And they, with the help of the god they called upon to help them, Tiamat herself, have brought it to the ground. Now, this essentially intelligent, godlike lightning storm is rattling around, and it's time to see if they can deal the final blow. So, reminder that you can go ahead and use those channel points for any types of good old advantages and the other boons. We shall see what occurs from them. So we'll see kind of where we are right now. Got some of the basics on there.
Alright, Dewdrop and Palin are 45 feet away from this chick. Palin's 40 feet up in the air. No, 10
Is
feet
she
up
on
in
the
air,
ground?
my bad.
She's on the ground.
Okay. And do you know where my my moonbeam?
Your
is?
moonbeam is 210 feet away.
That doesn't help at all.
Okay, Tiamat brought her to the ground.
Arabelle is right underneath her. She is up 60 feet with our new friend Dwarf in her cage. Meehan is 40 feet away, underground 10 feet. Jinx is 45
Oh,
feet
she did
away.
do 60 feet at the end.
Yes.
Art department
the
is correct.
Beholder is 60 feet away. And our lovely lizard is 110. You want to look at the picture?
I see the picture, yes.
Got it. Thank you.
The map is accurate.
I had it wrong.
Distances and all. Did I
How
finish
cute my
the
beholder's little butt is.
Yeah.
She's 60.
All right, how far away is Tara? Right under?
She is right underneath.
So
it.
60?
60 feet straight down.
Perfect. Then we're going to get right into it.
Argue with me. I take pictures.
Apologize.
No, you don't. Not enough.
Perfect.
You grovel.
In that case, we're going to start Terabo off with a dexterity saving throw on her turn.
Also, I love you.
What's the save?
Dexterity.
No, I mean, what's the DC?
DC 25.
Okay. And do I have any bonuses to this? Anybody? I don't know if I'm near Meehan or anybody.
I don't think you're close to the pally.
No, she is 40 from the pally.
Okay. Oh. I needed that 20 then, or else I'm going down.
Are you on the potion of speed?
Yeah.
It's a deck save, correct?
Yeah, so they'd have advantage.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, look at that. There's an inspiration in chat. Crazy.
As a reminder, we can't give inspo to our own party.
This is really true there, pally.
Oh, no. Okay, disregard.
But I do have advantage for the
Oh, just make a note. We'll just put Declan's on to Tuesday.
Okay,
true.
shamelessly cheating.
Thank you, Palin. We get it for health.
So haste is a deck save advantage, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay. One out. And even then, I don't think I'm going to be able to stand it because I won't take half damage. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, it's a 16.
DC lowered by 1.
Okay, 24.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Perfect.
If I take more than 4 damage, I go down.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because all ones could have happened. They did not. It's gonna be more than 4 damage. All right. So then we go to Mian.
For the red dot on
And
the board,
How far away was
Alright.
Mian?
40.
40.
And
So
underground.
logic would dictate that it would not hit underground because it's electricity. I'm going to go with that.
Yay. I know what I'll do. I'll use my bonus action to convert the remainder of my sorcery points to a 4th level spell slot. Alright, I'll fly up and I'll hit him with, let me see what I would like to do. Good question, good question.
Where are you flying up to? I'm sorry.
You know what? Might as well cast the dragon. Art department, may I please have a white dragon?
White? Okay,
Yes.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. So are you flying up to it or no? I'm just trying
Wait,
No.
did you skip my turn?
Oh.
You went down to 0, right?
Yes, so I have a death save.
No, it happened at the start of your turn. So because you went
so
down
that
to the
was
start of
on
your
my
turn, you don't
Yeah.
have to give your you don't have a death save.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for my dragon to attack. And I'll just use my Ray of Frost since it's the roll. 21 to hit. And 29 to hit.
Okay.
And
So
then,
okay, so real quick. After the 21, they're going to inflict 23 lightning damage and put you in a lightning grapple cage, restraining you.
Whoa.
So that second one's at disadvantage.
Alright. 22 with a disadvantage. And then you said my dragon...
I might have done that wrong because I'm a little my brain
And you,
so hard
oh
when
yeah,
I talk two things. It was 21 to hit the first one.
Yeah. So the first one was 21.
I'm sorry. So
second
the first
was-
one, oh, it did hit. I was right the first time.
Yeah.
It exactly happened. So both.
Oh yeah.
hits.
No, 6th level spell slot. I forgot to mention. So that's
Got it.
that's why I've been saving.
So
this
take the
entire
lightning damage.
time.
and
Yeah. How much would that be?
23, and resistances don't count.
Alright. Alright, that it's still up, and then it'll make one more attack because it's the spell rounded, and I'll make sure to do this with disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Z, where did you say you were going?
I'm putting a white dragon on them. I have not moved.
You're not moved. Then you didn't do that. I thought you said you did. Ray of Frost thought you were casting it. That's why I got confused.
Oh. I said I was using Ray of Frost for the dragon because that's the same as my
Sorry.
the hit. Sorry. I don't know if I...
We're on the same
Just-
page. You didn't take damage. They didn't use a reaction.
Alright.
Now this is just happening.
And I believe that last one misses.
2 hits and a miss. You are correct.
So let me look up that damage real quick, and then it'll be a. Let me see. I believe it's a deck save against the breath weapon. All right. That's not what I meant to close. Sorry. Yeah. DC 21 deck save, and then half as much for the damage. So let me roll its attack damage, and I guess while you're doing that, while I'm doing that, could you roll the deck save for him?
25.
Alright, that succeeds, so I'll take half. Alright, and then...
Give me that
Alright.
total damage from all your stuff.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll the 2 attacks first. Alright, that will be 25 the damage, and then 7 half to be like, what, 3 cold damage? And that'll be the end of my dragon's turn. And I'll use my movement to move into the hole again. And
So
that'll
what's
be
the
my
total
turn.
damage, please?
hold on. This is 25 plus. So 25 of, and then 3 gold. Alright.
Got it. Cool. Perfect. And then Jinx, is she within the 60?
45, yeah.
Okay, deck save on Jinx.
Shabba-wabba. Save. That is a natural 20 for 33. Oh my god.
Ooh. So that's 26 half to 13.
And then Jinx is going to bonus action drink a potion of greater healing, giving her 9 plus so 13 back. And then with my 240 gifted fly speed, with my potion of haste, making it 480, I'm just getting right in her face. I don't care.
Nice. Love it.
And
You want to flank with the dragon?
yes, yes, I will flank with dragon.
They don't deal in
Yeah.
flanking, but yeah.
Okay.
All
then.
right. Sorry. I'm
Recklessly, anyways, so I still get advantage because yeah, I'm going all out.
yeah, get
Natural
him.
20 on the first one.
Okay. Awesome. So after that first hit, that will be 16 lightning, and you're restrained from there
40
on out.
damage. Okay.
40
Yeah.
calculated. Very good.
You said 16 damage.
Mhm.
And
No.
restrained, so now it's just straight rolls that attack. Because I'm
You've got it-
recklessly.
Yes.
Okay, so straight roll will be a 27.
Hits.
That's going to be 26 magical slashing. Hasted 1 will be a 12, which will miss.
That will miss.
I will take my I'll take attack of opportunity. And
What?
I'll take about attack of opportunity as I go 300 feet in the air.
Okay.
'Cause,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I'm.
We'll use the imagination.
You're restrained.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind, I can't do that. I'm restrained. Correct. Then that'll be my turn.
Got it. Then Calasandra
Alright.
is how many feet?
Who?
Calasandra.
I'm in the cage.
You mean the druid or the dwarf that's stuck in her lightning?
Oh
lava?
yeah. Okay, let me get to that. That's right. Start of that turn. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, so I got start your turn. You're gonna take some lightning and some thunder damage
Okay.
to start your turn off. But you don't get hit by the lightning aura because you're immune from that effect while in them. Because you get this instead. For total between the two is going to be 25.
Out. Okay. And then she's gonna start with her hasted action and try and hit it with her mace.
If you're restrained, so that'd be a disadvantage.
Yep. Alright. So disadvantage, that's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And then she's going to you're going to see a flash of green energy come out of the hammer, and it will take 10 points of acid. Sorry, I've got to double check something real. Yeah, 10 points of acid damage, and then 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that hits it. And goes, how could you? And everything about it becomes insubstantial. And in a bolt of lightning, it strikes where it rose. And you can just see the slumbering form of the woman from before as the ground covers her up.
You made me measure out all of this for
Did
less
that-
than half a round.
Did that do damage to me?
No.
Can you give me the damage from falling 60 feet?
Yes.
I'm done with you. Done. I'm mad
But
at you.
I didn't know what they're
Wait.
gonna do. It was so.
Wait, I have fly speed. Never mind. I forgot the Tiamat thing. So I have fly speed, so I don't take the damage.
Okay.
I'm done with
In
you.
that case, we will. Well, technically, I need to do initiative.
No, I'm taking
No, you can put it away. Feel free to put it away.
Well,
Technically,
considering-
he falls 60 feet. He's landing right next to Tara.
Yeah, considering I've got that was my
wasted the movement. I can still do my actual action. How
I'm losing you, Alex. No idea what you're saying.
now?
Barely.
Okay. How about now?
Yes.
Awesome. So how many people can she fit in a 30-foot radius, mainly focused on making sure Terabell's in there?
You can get Tara, Palin, and Dewdrop. Oh, and Jinx. No, Jinx.
All right. I'll fly to also get myself in that aura, and then I'm going to cast an 8th level mass cure wounds.
Damn, we'll take it.
So anyone that has the aura,
Yeah. So there's the over vitality number, and then there's the roll number.
I didn't
uh,
realize the aura worked like that. That it like followed you as long as you were within the initial casting. That is gnarly.
It is incredible.
while I'm rolling, can someone do the math on 68?
I can roll 68.
No, he asked for the math.
Oh, the math.
Oh, it's 48, right?
48 plus whatever your wisdom is, Alex.
4.
So 52 for everybody that has vitality.
Yeah, if you have vitality, you get the 52.
Oh,
And-
yes.
And if you don't, you get 27.
Ah, thank you. I can buy it.
Thank
I can
you.
keep going. Let's go.
Tara
Tara.
also gets 27.
Is there another form, or are we pretty sure we got this, or kind of like kick the dirt a little bit? Like anything look like it's happening in there?
Calasandra. Now we're out of initiative because there's no more death chance until you do something else. But, just kidding. You've been here before. At least something that you assume was here. Looks entirely different. It was a lot more mountainous last time you were here. And rocky and nasty. The titans themselves can be made dormant. And then they slowly gather energy. You do remember part of the ceiling forever dispersed that energy. And so, in its current state, there's a period of time it would sleep and regain energy and draw from the land until it would awaken again.
Would she be able to roughly guesstimate the time?
I would say you don't have that knowledge because you were part of the sealing.
Okay.
You weren't involved in that piece.
Okay.
And what we did that seal it, or is it just...
It's not sealed, it is being made dormant.
Okay. Well, so the last time this had all happened, before, looking at all this, currently, we pretty much made it go to sleep temporarily, but it's going to suck in energy from the land and then re-wake up if we don't seal it.
Brother, couldn't we do the same thing like we did with the other Titan spirit and just put it in our ship?
That was a giant. That was
Oh.
not Titan for clarification.
Could we put the Titan spirit in our ship?
Yeah, because that'd be like an upgrade, right? Like you had a
Right.
giant, now you get a Titan. I feel like, yeah, aftermarket upgrade for the ship.
Halen's begun laying out various arcane tools. Well, yes, I anticipated that we would extract the heart. No,
What?
well, it's been customary that when we slay a formidable creature, that we make use of its core. Is it not dead?
No, it's sleeping. You can't really kill a Titan. That's like killing a god. That
Oh,
doesn't
nonsense.
happen.
Gods can certainly die. I've seen it happen. We can. Well, then wake it back up and finish.
Is there something we're supposed to like? Are we supposed to like talk to her or like? I was a little, I wasn't super clear on what the mission was. Like were we supposed to kill her or
Yes.
like dead?
Mm-hmm.
Beans. Mysterious dwarven lady, do you know how to kill this thing?
You don't, considering 3 gods couldn't kill it, and they were able to destroy it and put in a slumber. I don't think mortals are going to be able to kill it.
Well,
We steal it, but not kill it.
you said seal it?
Yes, like it was.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, the whole point of taking it out was to kill it. If we were just going to put it right back, why did we even take it out?
I was in a slumber. I can't tell you what your reasoning was, or if it was even logical at all. So I'm just telling you the fact.
I have no idea why y'all did this.
But can you explain why Bane participated in these proceedings?
Why wouldn't the 3? I mean, you had 3 gods taking it down. I remember it being a little more powerful last time, but yeah, I mean it was a great war and a battle, and I mean, granted, the terrain's changed a lot. There used to be mountains here. Don't know what happened to the mountains. But I mean, the 3 gods band together and took them out. Why wouldn't Bane, Takesis, and Bahamut work together?
Look, all right. So, the way I see it, we have two options. We sleep while it's sleeping, wake up and fight it again. Or we give it an ultimatum.
Or we do what the gods did and seal it away. Again.
It
Yes,
took
that's
3
only a-
pieces of the gods to seal it away. What do we have to even complete the sealing?
Alright. Matt, would I be able to do a religion or any kind of check to try and figure out if it's possible for us to seal it away?
I would say you're pretty sure, like, you know, you don't have the materials to necessarily do it.
We
These were things gifted to you by the gods.
We might. We
Yeah,
have,
y'all might. I'm just saying what Callis.
Yeah. We have the 5 pieces of the Chroma Conclave, and you happen to be a Tiamat worshiper, and these are 5 legendary dragons. They might be able to use pieces to seal it away.
Okay. I mean, I'll take your word for that. What was the Chroma Conclave?
20 years ago, a bunch of dragons attacked the town where my family lived, and they killed everyone. And my brother lied to me about that. It's fine, I'm still getting over it. But yeah, these heroes came and I guess killed them, and we have the bones of some of them. Why so many questions? Jeez.
I'm trying to. I need the information to best give you answers.
Why don't we hold on? We haven't even decided what to do yet, and I feel like we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I mean, this thing was sealed up by 3 gods, and we got it out.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy, right? Like, I mean, how has no one done that before? Like, it seemed way too easy to do.
It was easy, and the thing is, if we just seal this thing back up, somebody else is going to come around, open it up. It's kind of a persistent danger. So, if we can't kill it, fine. Why don't we get it to work for us?
You want an equivalent of a god working for you?
I mean,
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Okay, let me ask you this.
We could
If-
have an internship for the Risen.
If you had
I feel like our crew doesn't get it.
if you had an ant come up to you, or let's say an ant, like thousands of ants, let's say 1,000 ants come and tell you, oh, you're going to work for me now. Are you going to listen to them?
No.
What are
but
they
if-
giving me?
If 7 ants came up and kicked my ass and then woke me back up and said, hey, work for us or we're going to do it again, then I'll talk to them.
She looks up to the sky and just says, What did you get me into?
Palin, how does this square with our whole? Is it all involved in the whole prophecy thing, or is this just, you know?
Well,
sort
it is
of
proof.
side quest?
It's proof of our worth. I don't know that this was necessary to prevent the coming apocalypse, but we would do for,
Some ass
winning
kicking.
ourselves some incredible glory, and so this is only a
Gotcha.
natural.
Definitely qualifies.
Mhm.
We did that for glory?
I didn't do it for glory. I did it just to prove we could do it.
Okay. Okay.
Above table, if no one knows why we did it, it was because if we didn't, it was going to destroy the entire roughness jungle. But
But isn't it going to do that again? Again, above table, like, isn't that part of what your character just found out? Is this, it's going to take energy from the forest and?
If it doesn't get sealed away, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it has to be sealed away to prevent that.
Because
I mean-
initially we severed it from like the energy source that was keeping it successfully dormant.
So what had been done with the seal, and you had learned this, was that it was dispersing the energy so that it didn't take in the energy. It's instead of it regaining energy, that energy went out into the surrounding area, which formed the Riflemas jungle.
Gotcha.
And so it never was sucking energy out of the jungle. It just was no longer feeding the jungle based on what the other druids did. And because it was no longer feeding the jungle, eventually it was going to rise up and break whatever was keeping it asleep. It was eventually going to get enough power because they're essentially limitless in their potential to gather energy. So eventually they would go up against whatever dam was placed into them. What was there prevented them from accumulating energy. And that part had already been undone. You all just did the last step and made it able to come out with less power, so it was more easily defeated. And now it's what's next.
So, here's the thing: we don't have to kill it. We could just make it so that why don't we take a part and put it in different continents?
Yes, limbs or organs, or we could hack it into as many pieces as is convenient.
Yeah, that way it won't come back super easily. And we could seal each part in a different area. See? That's something the gods didn't think about.
Or scatter them in different planes altogether. Yeah, the options are nearly limitless.
Unless if it's similar to a lich and all it takes is a small piece of it and it can completely reform.
But we're talking about something that was made of lightning, everybody. There's not even a body left. He even said it's just a spirit now.
Yeah.
And it went to sleep. Like, how can you guys take a spirit?
Well,
Is it corporeal? Can we like?
No,
there,
it went like
it went fully-
intangible.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we just put the spirit in something else.
like in a
Put it in
jar.
a giant bottle or a giant ship.
Or we put it in me.
Wait, what?
What?
What? You want to eat the spirit?
Well, I mean, it looked really strong. I'm just saying.
You think it would bond well with you? You could ask Mr. Waffles. It could ask Mr. Waffles.
So do you have any research on bonding with a Titan's spirit?
Are you asking me?
Yep. You're the
No, because that sounds like a horrible idea, so I would never have done research on it.
Oh, I mean, aren't you bonded with, like, Tiamat?
Yes. Kind of.
Yeah, the forms of subjugation are the scaled tyrant's domain, no? Right? Is it such an unreasonable request?
She just stares at you.
All right. Well, how do we make this into like a profit? Because I'm a little curious here. We just defeated a Titan. You would think that that's something people would want to have done, right? So if we seal it up, that's something people would want, right? I mean, they would want it done. They don't want the,
Yes, perhaps we install some kind of failsafe over which only we influence, and then we threaten to release it unless our demands are met.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
Some form of terrorism that we're talking about here.
Passcode for a nuclear bomb.
Above table, please note this is the same thing
people were doing
the League
before.
of Miracles did it.
with the other Titan, and we thought they were horrible people for it.
Now,
that
to be
was
fair,
the
we
other
haven't done
group, though.
anything yet.
Yeah, Palin wasn't part of that party at the time, so
Dylan left that party at the time. Left Sean and Esme.
Matt, is it possible to like reverse engineer the energy dispersion in some way that we could like draw on it for our ship or to some other purpose?
Maybe.
How about this? What if we're able to seal this thing away? Could we still siphon a form of energy from it? So like obviously not like the most of the energy, just like a little bit of energy to like maybe power our ship.
Is Tara asking the group?
It's a
Yeah.
brilliant suggestion.
Well, Palin, I mean, did you watch Monty when he worked with the giant thing?
Hmm.
You would probably be the best to figure it out.
Yeah, of course he would be. This is so ridiculous. Is that a check I can make, Matt?
For what specifically now?
If there's a way to harness the Titan, even in its sealed form, to draw on as an energy source.
I mean, ultimately, that's what it dispersed energy to the jungle. So it was doing something like that before. So I mean,
Yeah.
it could happen.
Okay.
We happen to have a ship powered by souls.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's already
Nothing.
manned by children, right? Like, you know, it doesn't
Yeah.
really seem like a morally questionable ship.
Yeah. Okay. So, obviously, we have to do something with the Titan, like keep it from, coming back. And if the best option is the sealing, we should at least look into whether we can get something out of this to maybe help us out in our next leg. So, if
So
we
as a
could-
note, because you were thinking of leverage, you guys might have the thought, if you don't disperse it back to the jungle will die. Which could give you leverage if you want to, hold up a bunch of jungle people. But that is
Or
one
we
of
could
the
just
things
not
that
want the jungle to die. I mean, that's an option too.
Then you'd have to siphon it off to the.
And then another question would be, what did you do if they actually called your bluff? Release the Titan and die?
So the Titan basically is responsible for the natural things of the jungle, then, like the trees and the.
Yeah, you learned that. Yeah, it grew this way because of the Titan's presence.
Okay. What if? Okay. What about? Okay, we've got the we got this, the Iron Authority, right? To still deal with. What if we found a way to seal the Titan close to the Iron Authority so that it kind of destroyed their fort with like the growth of nature?
Because I don't think we have that long of time. Because I think the jungle took years to grow, not just like overnight.
But we get the feeling that the jungle's going to die if we don't seal it. Like immediately.
It'll start dying probably.
I think it already has, right?
It
We've seen it
already looks
withering
pretty
away.
ugly just looking
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, this portion's been very bad, but yeah, it will generally, like this area's been mostly rock, and then north is more sort of plains. So you kind of assume that would be more of a ready transition, and the lush jungle would go away eventually. There wouldn't be nutrients to sustain that big of trees.
So what does everybody want to do? Why don't we just kind of all say what we're thinking?
Well, we capture some of its energy for ourselves. Perhaps Cassandra will review the original ritual for sealing, and then I'll look for an opportunity to improve it.
And in the meantime,
Nap.
What?
Nap. A nap. Dewdrop's kind of
nap,
suggesting that they might need to rest up.
So, out of curiosity, how long has it been? You said Aor was destroyed. How long has that been?
When were you around?
What?
When were you around?
When Aor was first being raised into the sky?
Cassandra, what is the date?
I don't know. Matt, she would have been around like thousands of years ago, so was that date even like kept similarly to this?
Well, you give a number.
Okay. Yeah, I give a number. Probably doesn't mean anything, but yeah, I give. Oh, it was 592 AK.
Welcome
not
to
now.
the future.
What you all notice is that there's no post-divergence or otherwise to it.
PD.
No PD.
Yeah.
Tiamat's like locked away. Did you know that?
Oh. No, she wasn't last time I knew. I was here.
Yeah, she's like down there. She's not allowed on the plains anymore. None of the gods are actually.
Interesting.
Yeah. Lots happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys say that the ceiling was weak, but, I mean, obviously, I'm guessing it's been at least a few hundred years, so what is your guys' date now? What date am I in?
837 PD. Come on, y'all.
837 PD.
Okay. Well, that means I've been locked up at least 800 and some odd years. So that means most likely that seal was fairly good and not just some chintzy thing. Just please note that.
You say my brother's magic's chintzy?
I mean, I'm just saying when people are saying overall, like, things, like, broke easily, like, it was, that barrier's been up there for a very long time.
I'm just giving you crap, buddy. It's okay.
so what's everybody else thinking? We've heard from Palin.
Well, I mean, my job's to make sure it doesn't wreak havoc on the world. So, I mean, as long as that's done, I don't really care. But, Gran, once they're sealed back up or taken care of, I'm going to leave anyways. But it's just a matter of what it takes to finish this. And you noted, anyone with the decently high insight noticed she kind of hesitated a little bit when she was speaking the last part of the sentence.
What were you gonna say, Aisel?
Oh, I was going to say I'm in favor of not messing the jungle up. And, well, but are we certain that the remains of the Chroma Conclave is sufficient to seal it away for a reasonable amount of time?
Let me talk, because she's a god of Tiamat, and they're like bones of each dragon, which represent Tiamat. But yeah, you could be right about that, because they did use god hearts.
Can I do some sort of check to see if that would be enough to at least make some sort of a seal?
Well, I'll ask the group here. Do we need that before people give their opinions? I know we're trying to let everyone have a chance to talk.
Yeah, I think Dewdrop would be in favor of not killing the jungle. However we manage that.
I'm siding with my brother. He's my brother.
Restore the wards, prevent what subverted it in the first place, and make our way to the Iron Authority. That's what I vote in favor of.
Okay. So it's two people who have priority of wanting to make sure the jungle is not affected. Two people who want to try to study to see if we can siphon something from it, if I'm wording that correctly. One person who just wants to make sure the Titan is not able to wreak havoc, and Mihan, if I understood correctly, yours is to basically finish this job, to seal it. Is that correct?
Yeah, as a tiebreaker, you can put me in the Protect the Forest group.
Yeah, because that's kind of what Mian sounded like you were saying. Because you said put it back to where it was, and then
Yes.
take care of what was subverting it.
Yes. Because if I remember correctly, it was the druids that sabotaged it, correct?
Correct. The Iron Authority sabotaged it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
Druids
as
of the
awake
Iron
as I
Authority.
hope.
You are totally correct. I was just.
I think where Terabel stands is having fought the Titan, wants to see if there is something to make them stronger, but isn't necessarily in favor of, holding a whole jungle hostage just to see it.
Imagine not getting possessed by a titan and subverting its energy to you instead.
Can
So-
we? Oh, sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
Well, I
I
was
was-
gonna say, can we do the? Sorry, we're jumping at each other again. Can we do them all in a way? I mean,
That's
can
what I
we-
was about to try to
Yeah.
see. Because if we're not, if our goal is to make sure that we don't damage the forest or the jungle any more than we already have, while also studying the Titan, the question is, could we see if there's a way that we can get an idea of whether or not we could study the Titan even after we seal it, or basically have a fail-safe for us to be able to return to this after doing sufficient research?
Yeah, I feel like it starts with the research. So maybe we can make some time to do that, set up camp, do some of that research, and then see kind of how to do this, how to thread this needle.
Palin, what would you need to research the Titan?
Well, ideally, I'd have access to the archives of the High Temples involved in its original sealing, but that seems unlikely.
And I kind of look at Cassandra. Where would Aor have put their books on this subject? The ones that you would have access to?
In the Holy Temple in Aor?
Which is now under the ground, right?
I don't know. It was
I don't know either.
when I was
It is.
alive.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Palin. So in other words, you don't actually need the Titan to study it. If we had a means of unsealing it in the future.
No, I suppose not, although I'd certainly like to collect more information while it's inert. But
How much time do we have before it wakes up? Do we think?
You don't know.
Look at Cassandra. What do you think?
I don't know. Could be minutes, could be hours, could be days, could be weeks, could be months, could be years.
Okay.
I mean, last time this got to the state, we just sealed it, so I don't quite know how long. I suggest not waiting around to find out, but
yeah.
Do you have ways of communicating with your goddess to get some insight on that?
Not today. I mean, when I was sealed, I kind of sort of planned on. I mean, my mission was to, if this thing, I got sealed with it, so if this thing got out, I could put it back down. So I kind of made things with that in mind and didn't really think too much about, oh, we need to figure stuff out afterwards. It was more, okay, how do we bring it down? And if people are dumb enough to have helped unleash it, how do I help them to help me bring it back down?
Palin, can you contact anything?
Yeah, I could seek knowledge from one beyond our current plane. I'm only reluctant to do so because I promised Jinx that I wouldn't modify my own memory, and if I encounter something unpleasant, that means I'll just have to remember it, and that's deeply distressing, you see. But if I was released from that promise, Jinx, and I could operate with full confidence in my own abilities, then I could search for the knowledge that we require.
You get this one time, brother.
One time is in this scenario, so anytime I need to contact another plane in the pursuit of this goal,
I would just start your spell, brother.
I'm just gonna walk next to Palin. Just cast the spell.
Oh, he tried. Yeah, I'll cast Contact Other Plane. He will lay himself down on a cleared patch of earth and arrange various protective talismans and carve a few runes in the air with the tip of his staff, and then he'll place it in the earth, and it'll root itself perfectly upright, and then he'll lay down with it directly aligned with his head, and he will go searching for answers.
I think when you cast it, you do the intelligence saving throw?
Yes. DC 15. I just have to make
+5.
better than 2. Oh, +5. So that's 24 plus... That's 29.
All right. Let me try the contact other plane here. Reach out. Very good. As you feel an intense heat around you. Would you like to ask?
Palin will ask if we have more than a month before the Titan awakens again.
Yes. Without others' intervention.
Well, that's promising. Is it possible to seal the Titan and siphon its energy for my own purposes?
Yes.
Do I need to seek additional knowledge before I am capable of performing this ritual?
Oh, yes.
Is the knowledge I require located in one of the high temples of Vasselheim?
Not one, but many.
Mm-mm. Last question.
Would the bones work? Or the
Oh, sure.
sealing?
Yeah. Yeah. Are the remains of the Chroma Conclave sufficient for the ritual?
Maybe. Not now.
Okay, that was my 5th question. Does Phelan have any sense of who he's contacted? Just intense heat.
You had the sense that at least at one time it was a humanoid soul. Maybe a long dead practitioner, possibly someone from another deal. Give me a history check. You might be able to try to get some pronunciation of vowels.
Okay.
Maybe 25.
Mm, 22.
No.
Okay.
Did you ask if we could bond with it?
No, but the spell of the 5th Order is certainly not beyond my abilities to cast again. But I do have some level of assurance that we could properly seal the Titan away, not at least currently with the materials at hand, and still draw on its power.
So in other words, we can't even seal it, even if that's our only option.
Not currently.
Do you know where we need to go?
I believe that's the information I need. Will be located in. It said many of the temples, Matt. Like possibly hinting that the information was split up, or that, yeah. I think Palin would bluff and act like he's more certain.
You said not now. Would the remains ever be enough to seal it then?
Well, that was implied, it appears.
So we need to go find these materials. And while we're looking for them, maybe you can do your research. So we're kind of doing both. But where are we going to hide the... Oh, wait, he's a spirit. Never mind.
Yes, and it will be vulnerable to interference while we are off on our latest errand.
Well, since we can't really leave, we've got to spend the night before we can transport out of here, unless somebody has something left in the gas tank. I don't. Maybe we can make up some warning signs like "Do not touch." Just kind of surround the spot here. Then it'll probably be fine, right?
I do think we need to hide this area in some way, like make it less obvious what this place was.
I wonder if I could do that tomorrow. Give me a second.
Aren't there like statues of these dragons, or? Am I remembering wrong?
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know where you think they are.
For some reason, I thought there were 3 dragon statues here.
No.
There's like the sphere things that emerged from the tree after we
okay.
blew it up.
So I have a spell. I've never tried it. So I just want to say that right at the beginning. Never tried it. But I can make this area look different for 10 days. Apparently. I'd have to spend the night kind of thinking about it, but I could. I don't promise anything because, like I said, it'll be the first time, but does 10 days get us anywhere near where we need to be?
Yeah, we have at least a month before it awakens on its own, and on the morrow we can begin searching for the materials I'll need.
So I could do that after a night of rest.
If you want, I could also tomorrow make a giant temple of Tiamat right here in the spot, and then stay here until you guys get back.
Remember when you told me what I said sounded like a terrible idea?
What, aren't people scared of the gods in this day and age?
I think they'd be more attracted to a temple out here.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
and the Iron Authority's forces may have a means of detecting that their efforts here were disrupted. But do drop your suggestion. It makes good sense to me.
I could make it kind of look like a swamp. Nobody would want to come in. Something like that. Or, just make it look uninviting in some way, and hopefully that'll be enough. But I'm open to suggestions there.
Yeah, maybe let's put up a sign.
Yeah,
Say,
exactly.
Definitely not a Titan's home.
Right. Don't push the red button no matter what.
No Titans are here.
You could make a swamp and call it Titan's shoe print.
I think we should say not Titan's shoe print.
Not Titan's shoe print.
Definitely
That
not
sounds
shoe.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dewdrop, you know a lot about trees and stuff.
Yeah.
How long do you think the trees have here?
Well, let me take a look. What do I think? Nature check?
Yeah.
All righty. I'm just checking to see if I have advantage. I do not. Oh, dear Lord. 9. Okay, so these trees are not looking good, but they're really not speaking to me so much. It's hard to say. Titan throws off a lot of power. I don't know.
Okay. Well, does that mean we have a lot of time or little time?
I mean, if we're going to try to do this in 10 days, I think we could probably manage 10 days.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't have a choice either way, so.
I'm going to laugh so hard if tomorrow the forest is gone. Dewdrop rolled a 9. He's just bluffing. He has no idea.
Ace was legit going to cry if the forest is gone, but okay.
Totally. Dewdrop will too. Oh shit.
Well, we need to get on our ship and start heading that direction so we don't, I don't know.
I mean, I can get us there faster depending on where is it you want to go, Palin?
Well, I thought I might seek the counsel of one of our associates in the Slayer's Take.
I can get us right there tomorrow. If we're going to start the 10-day timer.
Okay.
I do have a teleportation circle prepared.
Oh, okay, great.
We just want to go there now. Oh,
yeah. Well, I can't do the spell to make this look like a swamp until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, Palin, was it your spell a ritual casting?
It is not.
Okay, so okay. That's Matt, do you know, have we been talking at least for 10 minutes in game?
Yeah.
Okay. You see Cassandra doesn't have a scratch on.
What does Cassandra not have? I didn't hear that.
A scratch on her, she's fully healed.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys can do what you guys want. I'm gonna be completing my charge until it's done. So I'm staying here one way or another.
Yeah, I actually would recommend that.
Should we set up camp?
I guess so.
Did the sound of our fight seem like they attracted anything? It just suddenly occurs to me that we probably just woke up the whole forest. Does it seem
most things had fled from the area.
Okay.
So it is, while creepy and swampy and muddy and nasty and smells awful, you might throw up during the night. We probably need con saves to make it through the night. But I mean, you don't think anything's here.
Okay.
He was just staring expectantly until he realizes that he should probably cast Tiny Hut.
Yeah.
Somewhat sheepishly, he'll begin casting.
Okay. So you sleep shoulder to shoulder, all snuggled in.
We should maybe do watches, or we're just gonna roll the bones here.
Yeah, we'll do watches.
Palin's snoring.
Yeah, I can take a first watch, then I can get the rest of the night if that would be
Bill
possible.
never takes a watch.
Yeah.
I can take a second.
I'll offer to take third.
I'll double up with somebody.
Me.
Okay.
Oh, first watch. Who gets first watch?
Dewdrop.
Do you have dark vision?
I cast dark vision.
Okay. They give me perception with disadvantage.
Oh, still with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Without dark
have-
vision, you just can't.
Oh no, I cast dark vision.
Right. If you didn't have dark vision, you just couldn't keep watch.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I have advantage on perception, so I roll straight, or
Yeah.
still disadvantaged. Okay. Come on, no. Beats. Oh, I was really worried. 20.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, watch. There's occasionally like a pop. As it seems like almost like a gas comes from the surface of the sludge.
Oh, good.
And who's got second?
I do.
And dark vision?
Yep.
So perception disadvantage.
Oh, yay. That's a natural one. And a 19, but
Yeah, looking out. It's so different here. So it's different than what you remember. And wonder if this is totally moved or if the rocks that you stood on are still somewhere beneath where you stand. Then we've got me and Tirabel. I don't know if there's anything you want to do before we roll.
I'll cast See Invisibility for the fun of it. And then, might as well use an action to cast Alarm. Well, a spell slot, not action. You know what I mean. I'll use a spell slot. And then, that's all I really got.
Anything for Tara?
No.
Okay. Then, let's see here. With invisibility and all that, you can give me perception checks.
Would it be okay if I just aided Terabel?
That's fine. So Tara can have with advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah, because they're means aiding you and casting see invisibility, giving you all the stuff.
Okay. Net 20.
Nice.
So with all that, looking above, you can see there's going to be steam arising from the sludge. Above, a thick cloud cover has come about. There is thunder and lightning. Looking to the east, there also all around you, there is what seems to be almost like trails of color. that sink into the sludge below. But there is a voided space where they do not seem to tread. And your dark vision is what, about 60 feet?
Mine's 120.
120. So you see up to 120. There is like a void that goes of that space that is eastward oriented.
Man, do you see that?
I do indeed.
What do you think it is?
I'm going to use my action to shake Palin awake.
Man. What? What is it?
Can you see in the dark?
No.
Alright, cool. Wear these for a second. Puts goggles of night on Palin.
No, I don't want
Points in that direction. Too late.
It's like you're dressing like a toddler.
Totally. Oh god.
Is that close enough for him to see?
What are you trying to see the... because there's 30 feet?
Yes. You can see.
Yeah, you can sort of see a little bit what I described, just not as intense.
Oh. Remarkable. What is that?
That's why
we're asking you.
Oh, I
the
meant to tell
expert.
you. Oh, of course, yes. You wanted to consult an expert. Let's see.
Unless you prefer that being a surprise when you woke up in the morning, that is.
No, it's best to be proactive. That's what I always say. Do I know what this void effect is?
You just feel that there is a way that the energy is being drawn from some reason. It's not drawn from that direction. As far as why you would not be, you wouldn't know.
Is that the way we came in, or is that
somewhere in that direction?
Do you think something's following us?
Perhaps, or there's some latent effect. Perhaps a safeguard left in place.
Well, if there's somebody else trying to get to that Titan, that could be them.
Did we rule out the possibility that that could be around the area where the Titan spirit sunk into the earth?
Could be. Is it tall enough to be? I don't know. But maybe we get closer?
Where it's sunk into the earth? No, you don't feel like it's that.
Okay.
Alright. So we did rule out the possibility that that's not the cause.
And I would say that space you saw seems to... Well, I guess... Yeah, never mind.
So maybe we just keep an eye on it, and if it moves, we get everybody up. Because if not, then no sense waking them up.
Yes, we'd hate to disturb the rest.
Well, you've already had plenty of rest, though, Palin.
Palin's just grumpy about not getting enough beauty sleep.
He does have his dragon snugglebees under one arm. Yes, if there's no more excitement for the evening, I need to recover. I have great arcane works to perform in the morning.
Well, why don't you just sit out here? We might need you.
There is a most foul odor that is dispersed throughout the region, and within the tent it's dampened quite a bit. So I think I'll stay.
So yeah, I think Tara will just keep an eye out on it and just see if it moves or see if it does anything weird during the remainder of her watch here.
Okay.
Likewise.
How long does the invisibility last?
An hour, but I have a second spell slot left if that helps any.
Okay. I would say then the only that you would notice. Well, so me, I'm gonna let you do the first one, but like technically, casting a spell eliminates a long rest. So unless you want to, you could have completed it, but it's taken off your next day.
Alright. I'd be fine with taking it off for my next day.
Cool. All good. The only thing I was thinking you notice is the concentration of colors around the void become more intense. And by the end of the long rest, not at a boil, but there's definitely a little bit of a simmer going on in the sludge. You definitely think it's pretty hot, kind of burn you. Now again, you're in a sphere of comfort, but that will not last too much longer. It technically ends as soon as the long rest, but if you come up with something, you could easily avoid it. You do know around you there's like very hot sludge. That way you all come awake and you can tell me what you all want to do.
Yep.
Hazel's face is crawling with black veins. She's still exhausted and doesn't have all her spell slots.
Oh, is that something that I can help you with, Hazel?
I recall you helped me before once, so if you have that resource again.
I do. Here, have a seat. Let me make you a cup of tea. Just chill for a second here, and let me just get myself sorted for the morning, and I will take care of that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. While you all are waking up, just so you know, we're surrounded by burning sludge.
Oh, good.
Well, I mean, if you want, I can make a blizzard happen.
Were we not going to teleport to leave?
No need. Yeah, Palin's halfway done with drawing the.
Hang on, I got two things I have to do before we leave, so don't finish that.
And I'm still going to be stuck here, so.
Well, you're resourceful. You've got.
You can come with us.
Yeah, to be fair, you were here for a long time, and you did fine by yourself, right? Like, so.
And she's most certainly not welcome in the halls that we're about to traverse.
Jeez.
No, you can totally come. You should totally come with us.
She most certainly cannot come with us to the high holy halls of Vasselheim.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely can't. Yeah, that I hadn't thought of that.
And she's head to toe in this garish.
That city's still around? I actually know that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Palin, didn't we have an entanglement or two in Vasselheim?
Yes.
Is there anything that we should be concerned might await us there?
I'll be traveling to the take directly. I plan to consult.
What did you do in Vasselheim while I was gone?
This is an old, just an old. You know, I don't even remember the details. It's so foggy. It's probably nothing.
It wasn't that long ago. I escorted them to Vasselheim.
Yes, you
It was a bit. It was a bit.
Okay, so while we're having this conversation, I will give Aesel a greater restoration. Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, it
And
does.
then I'll set about trying to. All right, everybody. Like I'm telling you, I haven't done this before. it's a thing I can do, and we're just all gonna have to live with the consequences of what happens when I cast a spell.
That's what we're used to.
So what's what you
Okay.
casted?
I'm casting Mirage Arcane. I can share it. I can
Cool.
share it if I.
I don't even want to
Can I
know.
share this to chat? I'm just gonna paste it here. So creatures with true sight would be able to see through this. I'll paste it into our Discord so everybody can see it. It's in mid game. So I can make a square mile look, sound, smell, and even feel like some other terrain. So I'm going to make Shrek Swamp directly from, that classic puppet show that I saw as a kid.
Donkey, what are you doing in my swamp?
Exactly.
So in other words, there's going to be like some foresters who are just doing some forestry and
Yep.
suddenly step into burning sludge.
Yep. But it won't look like the place the Titan's laying down.
What are
Okay,
you
so the
doing in my
smell-
swamp?
Yeah, so it takes away the smell.
Yep.
It's a visual
I'm going to
gag.
give it an even worse smell.
Okay.
If I can do that. Like this smell times something, like combined with something worse. Just to make it so people don't want to be here.
Sulfur.
Yep. And that's a 7,
Smells like a geyser.
right? It's not good. We're going to want to get out of here right away. So I'm going to cast that. Got the Greater Restoration out, and then I'm going to say, Palin, let's do it.
Brother, I'll be allowed in Vasselheim, right?
Certainly, you just may wish to take some care with your more lupine features while we're.
And Aesel was totally good. That's what we're so happy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this.
Wait, Dewdrop, a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So when we come back here, is it gonna still look like this?
Well, I can make it stop.
Oh,
I think I can make it stop. To be honest, I've never tried, but I think I can make it stop.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Let's assume I can make it stop.
You can't.
I cannot
Well,
make it stop. But what I could do,
and then it's done.
I hope everybody knows exactly how to get through this.
well, no, I mean, if it's a big problem, I can just do a new Mirage Arcane on top of the old one that smells better, and then it won't be a problem.
That's not the part I had.
By the way, in the morning, while you guys are talking, you see a black portal just appear out of the middle of nowhere.
Oh, did you do
I
that?
just
Dewdrop?
made this swamp, and now there's a hole in it.
And then Galadriel walks out and just looks and says, "Should I even ask?"
I made you a swamp. I heard you like swamps. I made you a swamp. It's called Galadriel Swamp.
Did you get my things at least?
Your what?
What now?
You asked
Well, the
me, and
thing
I
is-
gave you a list, and you wrote down what to do if I died. And the
Oh, yeah,
number
yeah,
one
yeah.
thing was get my stuff.
Yep. It was the first thing that you said to do.
Since a list was made, if you
Yeah.
think Dewdrop would have done it, you could totally.
Dewdrop is smarter than I am.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was just saying.
I absolutely would
in
have done
character.
that.
Remember the session when we
Yep.
made the list? So
Yep.
that was an established course of action.
As a matter of fact, I did all the stuff that you asked exactly as you asked and in order. Here's the result. I will have done the thing.
Awesome. Can you give me? So what's the next plan? What are we doing now? Are we finding the Iron
Hop over to
Authority?
this. Yeah, hop over to this teleportation circle with us.
Where are we going?
Trust me, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, we'll fill you in on the way.
Are we going somewhere that we might get assaulted or attacked?
Oh,
Always.
most certainly, yes.
Usually.
Can
yeah.
Can you give me an hour then, please?
Yeah. Palin, just don't tell
Palin's
that last
had
line.
a millimeter of the
Yeah.
teleportation circle left for like so long.
Yeah, you get in real trouble if you stay here an hour. You guys gotta go.
Oh, sad face. Okay,
I was trying to be nice, and now we're like, well, like,
that's fine.
Yeah. Palin's
Okay.
false left eye is about to burst out of his skull if we don't go.
We're
I have to go.
sealing the Titan so it doesn't wreak havoc on the plane.
That's fine.
The one
I
that
just
we
wanted
happen
to-
to be on.
I just wanted to try and tune the stuff, but that's fine. We'll be fine. We can live, hopefully.
Aesol hides her wings.
Quick housekeeping question, Matt. Does the Slayer's take half his own teleportation circle?
no.
Okay.
The above table, the teleportation circle you had was the one that Shauna gave you.
I gave you the one that you would have known if you would have contacted her. Got taken over, and the sorcerers got ran out of town. But you haven't contacted her, so this will be fun.
Oh, the Pentakic all got.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go.
So
What?
let's have fun.
When did that happen? Oh my god.
You should contact people, Palin. It's a good idea sometimes.
I remember
Yes.
leaving the Slayer's Take and Vasselheim on good terms.
All right, so, is this teleportation or is this teleportation circle?
Teleportation circle.
Okay, so it goes up, boom, 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 boom. Everyone but Cassandra goes through. I believe, correct? What was Cassandra saying?
Cassandra would not go through.
Cool. And then we will teleport to our break. Alrighty. So, everyone back?
Ready.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, then just double check in. Palin, were you back?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Fine. You all step through. And there is pure black here. A darkness. Dark vision does not see through it. The air is tastes dusty. If you cough and choke almost instantly. You feel particles up your nostrils. Your eyes sting a bit. What would you like to do?
Dispel magic?
Okay. You let out your magic here for a moment. And briefly, in a flash, you see bent bodies. Some have spears sticking out of them, others beheaded. And the darkness returns. You did see rubble, pieces of cave-ins. 3 frescoes of moons had been shattered and defaced.
In that brief view, did we see an exit?
Nothing that was
Anything?
obvious.
Nothing that was obvious. Okay. Palin, where are we?
We appear to be in the headquarters of the Vasselheim branch of the Pansafikal, though it's obviously been compromised. And Palin's going to experimentally cast light from the Staff of Magius.
You didn't have anything from the Pensophical here. That's not where you had your teleportation here from. Unless we're totally on a different page there, Palin.
Oh, this was where...
It's where Shauna got our magic back.
Underwent the high sorcery ritual. Okay. So yeah, he's not trying to mislead anyone. He'll give the correct answer. But yeah, obviously they've been discovered and the authorities have forcibly disbanded them. So yeah, he'll do that, and then he'll try and cast light.
It interesting. You're gonna cast light, and the orb on your staff glows red. And it highlights in just this red black tone the scene. You feel as though it's reshaping the darkness for the benefit of those who are close to you.
If whoever did this wanted to know if someone arrived via this symbol, Palin, would there be a way for them to do that?
Yes, and I assume that it was left operational as a trap. So we
need to get
depart
out of here
quickly as possible. Oh man. I guess I'll cast teleport, and I'm trying to get us to Osiris's chamber beneath the take. And I'll kind of shout at everyone to be cautious and not to move beyond my reach so that I can start casting teleport.
And I'm just looking for danger with a 34.
So, because of this, so you guess teleport. Get some dice going here. First thing, you find the spell viciously redirects you as as pain courses through all your bodies. Layers of your skin like bubble off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 force damage.
Oh shit.
And then interesting. Let me just one more thing. Teleport, such a fun spell. Okay, perfect. You are in a dark cave. You can see normally with your visions. There's sand beneath your feet.
Palin, where are we now?
Do you even know where we're going, brother?
I do, but we're not where I intended us to arrive.
Are we in danger?
I believe so. If we've been I felt my magic channeled elsewhere. I know we're not in our intended destination, and we may have been pulled to another location. So, yes, I suppose in short.
I'd like to take a look around. .25 perception. Just looking for any kind of danger, any kind of sign of where we are.
Certainly. You see around you are innumerable. Right around you are several large obelisks of a gray stone with blue flecks in it. They're can all contain writing. You get the sense that even beyond your dark vision, there are more of these.
Does this look familiar to anyone?
What's the writing say?
Don't know it. Not sure what language this is. It's claws. Looks like it was made with sharp claws.
Oh, good.
Cannot perceive the ceiling here.
I'll burn my third eye to use the feature that lets me read any language to make out what's on the obelisk.
Okay. So there's many here. Reading. The one directly in front of you, closest near you. There's a. It seems to dictate. It records. Records places and times with coordinates that you can recognize. Essentially longitude, latitude. No names of the places. And then the names next to those. A single name next to each one. There are 3 that bear the name Palin Derom.
Oh!
I don't like it here. I want to leave. I want to leave now. Well,
and then as your thing goes, you recognize a name. Good night. And then another one does have Aesol. And other names that maybe you once knew.
Well, I'll share this information with everyone with a growing sense of hysteria. And can Palin guess what the function of this chamber is?
Me, I guess intelligence check. Investigation, because you're forming conclusions.
Oh my god. That is a 12.
Judging from all these seems like information. From what you can tell, it's made to store this information that's written on these obelisks.
Well, we were redirected here for some purpose. Perhaps there's information we can still uncover.
Yeah, I think it's best to find the exit to this chamber and then figure out where we're at.
I thought you said
Judgment.
Oh,
You are at judgment.
Judgment for what?
Crimes.
Against?
Yet to be determined. But you have at least trespassed.
Who are we being judged by?
Eusta Kerrix.
Show yourself.
You look. Do not see them.
Does that name sound familiar at all?
No.
Are these crimes that we've committed in our current incarnation, or are these crimes that have yet to be ascribed to our journey?
I care not for your perception of these things. What did you seek that led you here? Answer me, you all.
Well, we are endeavoring to seal a Titan for the betterment of the entire Rifen Peninsula, and it's devastating the region. And we're looking for a means to redirect some of its power to better protect the realm and for the betterment of all peoples. And if anyone wishes to support my statement, it would be greatly appreciated.
My brother does speak the truth.
And I assure you our trespassing was an accident.
It's a lie.
What's a lie?
I just wanted to get stronger.
Interesting. Trespassing. Seeking. personal and altruistic. Yes. Let's say, Palin, give me a persuasion check.
Oh no.
um,
I'm gonna use the portent that Josh rolled for me. Which is a 20, natural 20, but I have a -1 charisma mod. It's a 19.
Okay. I see. Then your judgment will wait. For now. What information?
Oh, wonderful. Well, we're looking for how we can enrich these materials to use them in the binding ritual. And he's going to explain that they've found or recovered the remains of the Chroma Conclave, and the means by which we can siphon some of the Titan's energy to empower whoever amongst us would be most appropriate to wield it. And he'll kind of look meaningfully in Tara's direction.
I see. That is what you are searching. The halls. The holy books of Vesselheim. You're trying to get to her. Right. Her and her bounty hunters.
Bounty hunter? I don't know if that's quite.
They hunt creatures for coin.
Oh, the slaves. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Very clear to me now. Yes, I was hoping to speak with Osysa. She's.
Note, speak that name once more, if you wish to have your tongue. I care for her not. But now it makes sense why you are here. Seek. Could be divined from the books held in trust and secrecy. But you will commit crimes. Crimes cannot be committed against the dead. Therefore, AR also may have these a victimless route. But still, there is another dead. The Deceiver's Lair. That is what I can tell you. There are those within the Iron Authority who may have clues to it. If you seek Eeyore, talk to the dwarves of Ulthadun. They may help you. Or you can see what your magic does.
But the Live, the Deceiver, wasn't an option that you suggested.
No crime exists there.
Yeah, yes, well, avoiding crimes is very high on our priority list. Isn't that right, Aesol?
The Deceiver's Lair. Yes. Yes. I would like to visit there.
Can I
go ahead.
Can I insight check Aesol's desire to visit there? I just want to see what I pick up from that.
Do I roll against it, or is it like
I rolled a 29.
not happening?
What am I gleaning from her desire to be there?
let me try actually, but
Yeah. You don't have to like. It's not.
Yeah, no,
mind
I have
read,
to-
it's not mind reading.
Yeah,
You can give like an emotion or an intention if you want.
I guess he really wants to visit there is what you're gleaning. She's not lying when she said that, and it's like she's kind of scared in a sense.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
The GM pauses to see if anyone wanted to play out the scene before the NPC makes a move.
My dear sir, do you mind telling me roughly where we at? If we're still near Vasselheim, or...
You're in the sands of Marquette.
Oh.
Palin, where did you learn to drive, dude?
Am I aware of a entity located in Marquette who would match this description? Who's connected to the obelisk in some way?
No.
Okay.
What's with all the names?
Incursions. Rewrites. Traveling. Criminality yet to be determined.
So, 2 people are yet to be determined criminal-wise?
Yes.
What about everybody else?
Names here are those who may commit crime. Or maybe they have not.
So, let's say, hypothetical, that I went out, committed a major crime, but my name's not on the rocks.
I concern myself with those who've evaded judgment.
What does that mean?
Your name is here. You have yet to be judged.
Oh, shit.
Can I have a trial by combat?
Yes.
It is not your time for trial.
Oh yeah, I've still got a lot more to do before then.
Likely. Yes.
Well, I'll see you soon.
The law is not existent for prevention, only punishment, Terabel. It will only punish when it is time to prevent you from hurting others. Be outside of the law. Go. And with that, they roar. And the ground shifts for a moment. The sand rolls up and then solidifies to stone, making a passageway.
Palin tries very hard to appear like he's not running, but it is. I mean, it's a power walk. It's a power walk.
Olympic style power walk.
I'm traveling at my base 25 feet.
Palin, Palin, has that ever happened before? Wait, where are you? Hey, Palin, has that ever happened before?
Perhaps best to discuss it when we have moved on in a journey. You know, sensitive ears and all that, being in its lair. But Aesel, do you have any particular knowledge about how I might access the Deceiver's lair?
I have some information, yes.
Any that you'd like to share so that we can leave?
Oh, I don't believe we can travel straight to the Deceiver's lair. I don't have that capability or knowledge to do so. I know
And you're
its
never gonna believe
general
this.
location. Sorry, what?
Oh, I was just gonna say you're never gonna believe this. I don't know where it is either, so I can't tree us there. I've never been to the Deceiver's lair. Just wasn't on my list.
Well, I know its general location. It's actually quite near where we just left. It's in the Storm Point Mountains, on the edge of the Ripen Mist jungle. Right? Am I right? I vaguely remember. But
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If not, you're close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. Good news, everyone. We just found out our end game.
Trial combat. Oh shit.
All right. Passage leads you to the hot sands. They burn. Everyone take 2 fire and 2 piercing.
Oof.
They rip and burn your skin.
Take how much fire?
2.
2 fire. Okay.
Is it hot climate, like extreme hot climate?
Yes.
Okay.
Lost Alex.
Gladriel will say, "Is it bad I now want to try Vasselheim even more?"
The sun is hot upon you, though you cannot see more than 20 feet with the winding sands all around.
How does Aesel look?
Aesel is not looking great. So, She looks a bit. She looks really uncomfortable in really hot climate, and it seems to like impede her ability to see clearly or like move silently in a sense.
Aesel,
Yes.
no, what you could do, I learned this little technique, and she's gonna take out a piece of parchment and start using it as a fan.
Yes.
I call it the wind generator.
Very creative. Have you considered a career in artificer for any chance?
You know, I
Like-
actually I used to work in an alchemy shop.
That makes sense.
Everybody thought my sister was the brains, but I think I was pretty good too.
It's effective.
Do you need me to carry you, Aesel? You don't look so high.
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Palin, can you get us out of here since I'm guessing there's no trees in the desert?
Yeah, Palin's still looking back towards the path to the obelisk and just in a kind of daze, because his crimes against the timeline have been pretty satisfying and exciting up until this point, and
consequence free.
this was not fun for him.
Yeah. Halen, there's a notation you've been using to keep track of a lot of like when and which one you messed with. You notice that very same notation was being used.
Oh no.
What you created.
Hmm. Like perhaps I've wandered into a timeline that I'm trying to correct myself.
Wait, what is that timeline?
Not the long sip. Oh, okay.
Does that mean I will commit a crime in the future? Or
Maybe there's other
Oh.
versions of ourselves here.
No need to baselessly speculate. Let's turn to our ship. So much to do.
What if the other us is in the ship and they attack us? Then we gotta fight ourselves.
Shit. I don't want to fight a Terabell.
Oh yeah, we're doomed.
So do you have a way of quickly getting us back to the ship?
Oh yes, I mean above table I can upcast teleport, right? I can use an 8th level slot for it. Look at me, just burning these slots. So I will try and teleport us back to our ship.
Emphasis on try.
Doing my
how
best.
confident are you?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty darn confident.
All right.
Alan's always confident.
It's true.
Not always right, but he's always confident.
Crime.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your D100.
No pressure to do. It's a 51.
Okay. In that case, the wind and stinging sands do vanish as you guys feel yourself pulled. This time there's almost a twinge of pain because you expect something bad. Yeah. But sure enough, you feel the now cool breeze of the high altitude of your ship. As again, everyone, they're still not used to Balin suddenly showing.
Tara, is Tara here?
You're gonna go, okay, I don't know if this is a quick question. I don't know if I answer her. She's gonna punch me. Might as well just say kill you. It's the same thing. Okay. Tara is standing where you are standing.
Where? Turn around. Ah! Oh, you mean, oh, no. Okay, cool. We're in the right timeline.
Palin's just gonna sit down on the deck of the ship wherever they land. Exhausted.
Well, that didn't go according to plan.
No.
Palin, what was that first place we tried to go to? What happened? What? I don't understand. What happened there?
Well, it was a somewhat clandestine operation where two of my former associates engaged in rituals of an arcane nature that are outlawed in Vasselheim because of the ridiculous stance against any but divine practitioners, and I thought it was well concealed.
What were your friends doing?
Well, one was restoring her magic.
Oh, that's not at all what I thought you were gonna say.
What did you... I'm afraid to ask for clarification.
I thought you were gonna say they were marrying gods.
Oh. No, I had high hopes for them. Both actually had very unique potential to, well, not marry gods, but to unify them in a way.
They died?
No, they just passed beyond a certain window of opportunity. And he's going to kind of massage his temples.
They got too old?
No, they just made incompatible choices with my hopes.
Oh, so you tried to tell them what to do and they didn't like that.
Essentially. But the past is the past. The future is mine to shape however I see fit, apparently.
Well, let's go kill him. Is that not what you were getting at?
No. That would be catastrophic if either of them were to.
Well, then why did you take us to that place?
I took us to that place because I believe that they could help me access the special tomes that I need. But, as we just learned, there are multiple sites where I could learn this information. The most expedient apparently being that of the Deceiver. And Aesol has a general understanding of how to get there. Isn't that right? Shouldn't we begin making preparations?
A general location will hardly get us into the lair. Well, I'd wager it's well concealed against any type of attempts of intrusion.
Yes, if only we had some kind of specialized hunter of their ilk. But the alternative in seeking the information elsewhere was to incur these penalties or commit these crimes, and so this is one of the more low-risk options.
Matt, so like how much does Aso actually recall? Can I do I roll for it? Do I
I think in our discussions, I got the idea that you don't really have any recollection.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so we have a location then, or
But you would be what you would suspect is your former imprisoners, because you were taken.
Yeah.
As far as who might know something.
The entity does say we could seek information in the Iron Authority.
Iron Authority. Is that our next stop?
Yes, it must be. I mean, it's convenient in a way how we have returned to the location from which we departed. It's almost as though, and Palin's kind of looking at his own notes, seeing that notation now everywhere with this now sinister implication. It's as though we've been guided.
So remind me, why did we kill a Titan or try to kill a Titan? Was it just to save the jungle?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm still a little confused about it as well.
Well, my understanding is that because its containment mechanism, as it were, was disturbed without being properly substituted or repaired, it needed to be made dormant again, more
Gotcha.
permanently.
Gotcha. So the Iron Authority. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I was just trying to figure out if it helped us with the Iron Authority, and it doesn't sound like it helps us with the Iron Authority, right?
It did
It
help
did?
us 'cause they were using its power.
Oh, that's okay.
Them.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's why the
Okay.
jungle was dying, because they took away that.
So
Alright.
basically, they're going to be powerless when we get there. So
Well,
we'll just go with their
We
mom
weaken
run.
them and piss them off.
Yeah, we
No,
made them
it's-
angry. I like it.
Interruption.
I like it when they're angry.
All right. To the Authority.
Yeah.
What's your plan? So the Iron Authority is 5 cities, hundreds of miles apart.
Well, the one we had with the dragon wasn't that the one we were gonna go to? The one where there was the one on the south coast, and that was
The one where
like
the
one of
schools
their
were.
yeah. Because we never finished there. We left before we finished, or the other party left before they finished, rather.
You had been to Ortmvelek, I believe. No, that's incorrect. You would have been at Rybid Cole.
Yeah, we were at Rabbit Cole.
That sounds
That's correct.
familiar.
Wednesday went to Ortmvelek.
And that is the one on the south, in the south, like by the shore.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that one is so. Do we have the location of
Does
all
it
of these?
start from Nerdal Pock, Matt, and go all the way down them? And as their control? Or do they...
Like, what's considered their area?
Yeah, like where we know the Iron Authority's like bases are.
Sure. If you're looking at our Word Anvil map, it would be if you see the R in the first part of Storm Point. Kind of draw a line horizontally from there. South of that is their general. Though you've got enough where like they've been known to send harding parties into the Mornset countryside to kidnap people.
Okay, so they pretty much do have all those major 5 cities down there then.
It feels like it makes the most sense to try and circle around them then, right?
Yeah.
So if we hit like if we
the Iron Authority is Heldar Phi, Azurdamhar, Sarum, Rybed, Kol, and Artavelik.
Right.
That is what is considered the Iron Authority. With
So
the zombie in the capital. So go ahead.
So as long as we're hitting them so that they can't flank us, so to speak, like city-wise, and we kind of take them off one by one, I think that might be.
Or Hidar Phi would be our first, I think. Or maybe Azurdamhar, because that one's kind of in the middle, but that could be also a problem.
I don't want to hit the middle yet.
So, are we on more right now? Where were we at? Are we more western or eastern?
More western.
Okay.
Closest to you right now would be Hidar Phi.
So maybe we start there.
Yep. That makes sense to me. So maybe we do. What do y'all think? Should we try to get a little information about this city and maybe do a little recon, or can we do it the cool way where we go in and just beat everybody up?
Given the time constraint of trying to find a way to seal the Titan, I don't think starting a war is a good idea currently.
You probably have a point. We probably should do it more on the quieter edge until we get a better idea of what they have.
Fine.
But I also think that's going to lead into your alley, Aesel, since you're kind of best one with talking. It seems to be out of our group.
Well, I'm pretty good at talking as long as it's like, you know.
You're good at using your fist to threaten people.
Well, I use the word intimidation, but whatever you want to call it.
Sometimes you have to be a little more persuasive or deceptive, though, Terry. You can't always threaten them with the intimidating.
I don't know. I got a plus 18 that says otherwise.
Oh my god.
I guess we could do that. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, 13. I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right, so we do it the peaceful way.
For now, okay? We'll get to
For
hit
now. We'll get to kill them later.
I hope so. This is going to be very difficult for me.
Should we go and turn the smoke so we can keep the ship above the ocean like we said we would?
Yep.
Let me just check to make sure I can make us into smoke.
And I'll do some more reading on this book I'm borrowing from Palin.
It's just completely obliterated.
Yeah, it is not looking good.
I do have Windwalk. Let me just make sure I have a spell slot for it.
Oh, do we lose our strength, or do we still have that? I know we had it for.
Oh yeah, we
like
probably.
12 hours.
Yeah,
It's been 12
now.
hours. Yeah.
I need to get rid of that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Man,
we're not going to make a giant beanstalk everywhere we go and run down the slide.
Hey, we can do it again.
Every time we stop, there's just all of a sudden a giant beanstalk. We come crashing down.
Okay, so if you are going to try to do some wind, what do you? You trying to go right into where you believe the city is, or?
I would suggest maybe we do some recon as wind, and then maybe try to pick a place to land that we think is safe. How visible are we when we're wind? The spell. I have no idea.
If you're trying to hide, you might be noticed. Like, if you're trying to like spy stuff, can be fairly noticeable.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe then we should land just outside of the city and work our way in.
I'm pretty good at a disguise kit. Maybe not so much the magical kind, but the disguise kind.
Know what we look like. As long as we hide to the shadows.
And I'm pretty good at breaking into things. I mean, like with the quiet way.
Well, we do have earth boards that we could literally burrow under whatever they've got and come up inside.
Well, as long as it's not like actual stone, though.
Yeah, and I don't really know if I want to.
Because we're in a city.
That.
Yeah. You can't really burrow into a city with worked stone.
Oh.
I've only got a limited amount of space as is.
And you get filthy. I mean, it's a terrible way to travel. No offense to Meehan, but you'll notice that his beautiful scales are now. Palin's gonna prestidigitate him a little.
You can't prestidigitate me. I already do that. And also, it says solid stone.
But it's solid stone, worked stone.
It says earth or solid rock. Worked rock is still rock.
Well, why can't we just go on in? Like, if they're not expecting us, can't we just pose as people coming in? Members of their organization or whatever?
Yeah, I haven't been there before, but aren't they slavers? I just don't want to end up in a bad scene.
Oh no, I'm more like, what if we get like a patrol, we knock them out, get their stuff, and then we can pose as them and go in.
I think most of the residents there are goblinoid people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now let me see here. Aso, you can give me a history check to see what general information you might know. You are not ever here. You do know that generally goblinoid is the entire population of Human Authority.
6.
The other name for Herdorfai is City of the Dead.
Oh. Should we relay that information?
Man, I could disguise myself to look like a goblin.
I can disguise myself to look like a very tall goblin.
I can disguise myself to look dead.
You would know goblinoid would be something like bugbears. They're a little bit bigger.
Okay. All right. Then I'm good.
Like hobgoblins are medium-sized creatures.
I think I can take a foot off with the spell I have.
So, are we doing an initial pass-through then?
What do y'all think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Any preparations? I guess. Yeah. We'll get.
If our intent is not to fight, but rather to be sneaky and maybe break into things, then I would change out some of my attunements.
Okay. Why don't we start? Yeah. Figure that out, and then. Is there any other to help me out a little bit here? Is your idea here to you're going to Darfai to begin to figure out how to topple it? Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, I feel like we don't have a place to start, and this seems like getting on the ground and seeing what the scene's like is our first step. If I read the plan right from everyone.
Yeah, I'm just going to verify. I want to make sure. I'm saying it out loud so I can be very sure.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't exactly know what the plan is.
No one does.
Like I don't like I know what we're trying to do is to. It sounds like what we're trying to do is to get information to help us basically take down the entire Iron Authority. My initial thought was that we would be attacking each of the cities, but it sounds like that would be the bad idea. So I guess what we're trying to do right now is get recon in terms of numbers, structures, and
with Darfai. Okay.
Do they have dragons like that other place did?
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I'd say begin to figure out how you want to, like I said, any attunement, those types of things you want to move out. And it sounds like we were doing this by sort of the idea here is to blend in with the locals.
Yeah.
Can I ask my two wizard friends, do either of you know the spell Seeming?
No. I was just yelling at myself for that before Josh, so you don't have to.
No, I
It's
don't.
so much easier.
That would have been awesome, though.
Then this guys gets you and me, Tara. It looks like we've got some work to do.
Yeah, but I'm proficient at least.
Oh my!
And I have a plus 15 on sleight of hand. That's what I get to use?
Yeah.
So I'm putting on my gloves of thievery for this mission.
Makes sense.
I am going to leave all of my gold aboard the ship.
You're not expecting it to go well, huh?
I am going to try to steal all of Palin's gold.
Yes.
Okay. Then, yeah, if there's anything else we want to do, character. Otherwise, for me, I think because we haven't discussed where y'all were starting, I would really like to begin with Hertify next week.
Okay, cool.
For the benefit of all of you, basically.
Yeah.
We're just throwing something together right now. In the last few minutes, since we're so close, and then we'll go ahead and we'll. I get the entryway is like being among the people.
Yep.
And where I'd like to go is we'll kind of assume at least got you in because you have all these spells to sort of at least get you in, and then as you might interact, we'll see how good you did with your disguise kits then. If that makes any sense.
I don't speak Goblin, so we're gonna find out.
Aso does speak Goblin, so there's that.
Nice.
Would it be wise to wait a day before we go so Palin isn't as bad on? I know he had to expend a lot to get us back to this point. And if we're going into a city, it might be, or into a possible hostile area where we could possibly have an entire city coming after us. Maybe wise at full strength.
Yeah, you can make that decision. I mean, we know something. So one thing, where I will make sure I add a day to the Titan timer.
Titan timer.
But that's fine. If y'all want, you can do whatever you want. That type of thing is well within your character's purview to achieve.
What
Yeah,
city?
Go see.
Sorry, like I was wondering, what city was Aesol in? Like where her captors were, like where we can get information about where the lair is.
You were Ezra Damhar.
Okay.
So the middle one.
The last one we're going to. Interesting.
I think the last one we're going to is the capital. I don't know.
Yeah, I do think that's correct.
Yeah. If we're gonna make noises, I don't think we're going to the capital as our second choice.
No. We either hit it first or we hit it last.
Yeah, I think we hit that last. So hers could be second. We could stop there next. Because that would make a good sense to hit that one, the next one, and then the next coast one, and then work our way down.
I just know the Kappa's going to have a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can pick up some weapons and stuff on the way. Or at least learn how to defeat whatever they got at the capital.
And get more information here, though. Yeah, so everybody's going to have its own thing. So, any other in-game things we want to do?
Yeah, Talon falls asleep to Terra punching the book. Really hitting the books that night.
Jinx does, after being in that room in Marquette and knowing her brother, she does want to kind of think and ponder if that could have been some version of her brother.
Who could have been some version?
The
judge.
person in Marquette, the judge.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Knowing what she knows a little bit more about him.
The use of the carrots.
Little did they know, Palin was trapped in a different dimension, and that evil Palin was with the group the entire time.
Sounds right.
Evil is okay.
We're morally flexible.
I prefer the term true neutral.
I love it. In that case, we will end for tonight. Come back next week and playing. And anyone, thank you for watching. As we are our first city of the Eye Authority next week. Very excited.